You say you want connection, but when people get too close, you push them away. You crave understanding, but when someone asks what's wrong, you say, nothing. You want to be seen, but only in the ways you control. Why? Because you are paradoxical. We all are. You want love, but you fear what it demands. You want change, but you cling to the familiar. You long for freedom, yet feel uneasy without structure. You crave deep conversation, yet some days, even small talk feels exhausting. It's not because you're broken, it's because you are human. The mind protects, even from what the heart longs for. Your brain tells you to move on. Your heart holds on to the past. You know what's rational, yet your feelings resist. You have the answers, but you ignore them, hoping for a different truth. You tell yourself you don't need anyone, that solitude is strength. But when the silence stretches too long, you wonder if anyone even sees you. You take pride in your independence, yet sometimes you wish someone would hold you and say, you don't have to do it all alone. The paradox? You're strong enough to be alone, yet human enough to need. Some days, you are light. Other days, you carry storms. You love deeply, but trust cautiously. You overthink, yet act on impulse. You speak of self-growth, yet fear leaving your comfort zone. You want to be known, but keep parts of yourself hidden. And that's the beauty of being paradoxical. It doesn't mean you're lost. It means you contain layers, contradictions, complexities, a constant unfolding, a question that never fully answers itself. Maybe you don't need to make sense. Maybe you just need to be. Maybe the magic isn't in resolving the paradox, but in embracing it. Because real love, real connection, real life, they don't require you to be a single, fixed version of yourself. They require you to show up as you are in all your contradictions. To let people in, even when it's uncomfortable. To trust, even when you've been hurt. To live, even when the future is uncertain. So no, you don't have to make sense. You just have to exist, fully and unapologetically. And that in itself is enough. But if you want to stop feeling stuck in this paradox, if you want to break free from the constant tug of war within yourself, you have to start by accepting the contradictions instead of fighting them. Acceptance is not the same as stagnation. It's not saying, this is just who I am, and leaving it at that. It's acknowledging your patterns and deciding which ones serve you and which ones don't. It's recognizing that your fear of vulnerability won't disappear overnight, but you can still choose to open up, little by little. That your need for control doesn't make you weak. It just means you need to build trust, first with yourself, then with others. You get out of the paradox by realizing that you don't have to choose between one thing or the other. You can want love and still be scared of it. You can be independent and still need people. You can be strong and still have moments of doubt. The key is to act despite the contradiction. Say what's on your mind, even when your instinct is to stay silent. Let people see you as you are, even when you fear judgment. Take a step toward change, even when part of you clings to the past. Because the paradox only controls you when you let it stop you from moving forward. Growth is messy. Healing is uncomfortable. But staying trapped in an internal war with yourself is even harder. So take the leap. Let go of the idea that you need to be perfectly aligned before you start living. You are not a problem to be solved. You are a human being to be experienced. And that is enough.